Now to our last topic.
Right. Exams. Yes.
The most stressful time of the year.
What I do, from my experience, I've learned not to tell my parents when I have exams. Because it's a good thing for them to know, and it's also a bad thing because, like, if you've been cramming, if you've been cramming all day in school and you come home, you're like, I just want to rest for an hour, and then you know you have exams, they would literally take all your electronics and tell you have to study and lock you up in a room with nothing to do with just your books, and you have to read. Like, that's stressful. I've been studying all day. I can rest my brain, like, need to rest. Have some shut time. I like to sleep. I'm a person who likes to sleep. And so normally what I do, I don't tell my mommy when we have exams. I tell her the week after, like, when we had exams.
Yeah, I do that too sometimes.
That's not good. You shouldn't be telling people to do that.
I say we have exams.
Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. Don't do that. I think personally for me, when I tell my mom it's time for exams, it's time for me to come to understanding that yes, she will then therefore become a helicopter parent. Okay?
Oh, I can't.
So I know what she expects of me. So you have to just do it. She expects that I'll put more time into my books than I would on free time. So for her, she's very fair, I would say. She would say, okay, you studied for about 2 hours and you get like an hour and a half break or so. Usually about an hour, anywhere between an hour and a half to an hour. Because you still need that off time because only so much one human can do.
And if you study and study and study, even though you're studying, you ain't gonna catch it right away.
Yeah, you gotta take your time. Like when you're studying, you gotta concentrate.
That's like reading a book and you're trying to summarize it and you just read it through.
Yeah, and you don't analyze and actually think about it.
Yes. You wouldn't remember anything when exam time comes. I've learned. I did pretty good not studying than when I do study on my exam.
Please study for your exam.
No, okay.
Please study for your
I had a higher GPA when I did not study, and then when I realized I studied,
Just you, Megan.
I had a low GPA. It was like Megan.
What grades though, Megan? That would depend on the grade, because as you get higher grades, the level intensity of the work
I
is
was in
more.
the same
I
way.
was
It
studying
was
for
the summer
chemistry
and Christmas
in my-
exams. My summertime, I didn't study for nothing. I got a high GPA. Christmas come, I study. I literally sat down for 15 minutes to an hour each day studying the subjects, and I got no GPA.
Oh, if you crunch too much, then it's like
Cramming is not a good thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not.
What you should do, what I ended up doing was this year I realized that hey, my cumulative GPA starts and it's grade 10. So what I do is I have the schedule set up where I take like a textbook from each subject I have that day, and I spend like 15 minutes to half an hour, depending on the subject.
reviewing
Just
like what you
reviewing.
did that day.
I made a schedule this week.
When it comes down to exams, it's good to study, but also when you're studying, have brain food, like eat like a snack, because then I know what I do sometimes. I don't eat breakfast, so I don't. My brain's like, yo, so I can't really think properly in school. I don't eat breakfast and I don't eat lunch, and then I come home, I eat dinner, and then
You're just tired all the
yes. And so I'm basically drained all the time. And sometimes I don't eat for a whole day. So my brain's not functioning properly because there's nothing to feed off of. So when you study, really, my opinion, what you should do is like get something to eat, like a snack or whatever, or like have little finger food as you're studying. And to, also, in my opinion, music is like the best thing when you're studying. Not music like Mozart or Beethoven, like classical music.
I can also be a distraction.
Depending on what you listen to.
Yeah.
Like if
Music with words can be distracting.
Yeah.
Because you're
You're
reading and stuff.
yeah,
And then you be singing along.
Yeah, that's me.
then it turns from listening to studying to actually having a jam out section. Like,
in the middle of
yeah,
studying.
That happened.
And then I know you can that break time. You're still gonna continue with your break time, acting like you studied the whole time. Don't do that. I'm watching.
And procrastinating is not the best thing to do.
It's not.
It's not. Because you know you have a task on Friday, and then you're aware of this test from a week ago, and I'm always doing this. And the test is the week.
the day
later.
before.
And then you come home, you do other things rather than studying. I mean, you also have other homework, right? But you know, you knock that out. You still have to study, and then you just wait like a day before you have to study. You get home after 8. You have to do homework. So then you're just studying like around 12 o'clock. And then you're going to bed 3 o'clock from studying. Then you have to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning to go to school. So just pace yourself and like have a study schedule where you study like, okay, I'll study this for 15 minutes. I'll review this for like this and that. So like just pace yourself when you're studying for exams.
I guess so. As we wrap up, the basic thing is for exams is just when you study, don't cram, and have foods available so you won't like be breaking and stuff like that. And don't be like, okay, how do you say listening to music? You can listen to music, just don't be having a Jambo session because it wouldn't be the point of studying.
And parents at this time, they understand that you're studying. It's just that they want the best for you in the end. So whatever you do, don't freak out on your parents, because that may land you in trouble. And everybody
they do these because they love you.
Yeah.
So if they throw a cup at you, it's because they love you and they want the best for you. So don't take that to heart, okay?
Amen.
So, Nia Christina, any thoughts of how to deal with your parents?
So, always be respectful. Always talk to your parents about everything you need to, and have an understanding. Always manage your time, and especially with chores and studying. Okay.
Bye,
guys.
Adios.
Subscribe, like, and comment how you study, deal with parents, do chores, and all that good stuff we talked about.
Share
Any
the video.
questions? We'll answer.